Still on the discussion. And I want everyone around the world to have patience with us as Americans. Trying to get our act together. Give us a minute. Got an ignorant apocalypse happening. We got to bring it to a heel. Billionaires telling everybody what to believe. We got to calm our country down. Unfortunately, the rest of the world is suffering from the side effects of American ignorance. Billionaires have taken over the country and convinced everybody through politicians that have no say in policy at all. They have nothing to do with anything important that's happening in the world. They've convinced people that the employees of massive corporations and lobbyists, international influence, that human rights topics are political. That's what I was thinking. Actually, I'm already off in the discussion. I'm sorry to give people a chance to get in. I came up late this morning. Oh, man. Busy, a lot of stuff going on. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rebecca, Kati, Peniel, Ellen, Chris, Lori. What's that? You got a link for me, Ellen? Ellen always has something for me. Ellen, between you and Wonderlinks. I don't call her Wanda Lee no more. Her name is Wonderlinks. Or Wanda Links. I don't know what I'm gonna call her. You always got links for me. Always got stuff for me to read. Fix your name, girl. Your last name is not Crockett. Every time I see your name, I want to sing. No, it's Ellen Crockett. Queen of the wild ignorance in the world. I know, I shouldn't sing. It's too early. I'm having fun. Though. Having fun, but the world's coming to an end. Yeah, the world's coming to an end. The world's always coming to an end. The world's gonna end. I hate to tell you this, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. Question is how we live. Good morning, Brother Bill is in the house. Grand rising, brother. Prayers out to you and your family. Hope everything is going better. I know that you got some challenges. The whole world has challenges. We're in a massive apocalyptic. But you know what? I have a theory. I think the billionaires do this to us. I think people fight each other and it's pointless. I think that, I don't think we're gonna make it if we don't figure it out. We're being played against each other. That's why Brother Bill talks about love a lot. Y'all don't follow Brother Bill Bunting, y'all should. Good morning, Deborah, Brother James and Susan, Linda, Augustine. Yes, there you go, Lori. Lori fixed the song. Ellen Crockett. King of the ignorant, queen of, what'd you say? Queen of the anti-ignorance. Gotta be anti-ignorant, y'all. Anti-ignorant, and anti-nishan. Both of them. Try to be both of them if you can. You gotta take it down. You can't let people talk about human rights issues like they're political. Human rights. All right, the music's done. I had a theory. I'm gonna put this in front of you. So this is what I think. Yeah, we're gonna talk about a few things today. I want to talk a little bit. We're not done with hemp. I'm gonna talk a little bit about sea level rising, because it is rising, and why I can't find any news in the news. Why they're talking about Khashoggi so much, right? Jamal Khashoggi, brother disappeared. You know, and I always look at these things, and I'm just like, okay, I know that you want me to look at that. And I know you want me to focus on that. There's always something else that you're just not saying. Right? There's always something else they got cooking up. They always got some plot that they don't want thinkers to actually look at. Did y'all see Lee Camp? He's on, what's the name of his show? Redacted Tonight. The other day, he had a show. And I missed it, and I didn't see any links. I look at my thread all the time, and I don't see anybody posted it. Do you know that the Trump administration came out and said that in a document they said by 2100, they expect sea level rise to be at 7 feet, which is interesting. I think it was very important. I think it was overlooked. We'll post a link that y'all can look at it. Because that's just one of the main arguments in this little ignorant apocalypse thing we got going. People fighting over things that just don't matter. Because that was one of the fights. I'm a voted Democrat because the Democrats care about climate change. And I don't know who it is in your country. I think they flip in different countries. You got your greens, your left, rights, blue, purple, whatever. But now if the other side is coming out and admitting that, hey, wait a minute, we got a problem here. Why wasn't that in the news? Why wasn't that big news? Why was that not blasted everywhere that the water levels are rising? We're like rats on a ship. The water always rises. And I know people, they like to argue about who did it. I don't care who did it. Honestly, I don't. Y'all, big oil did it. Fracking did it. Not my industries, because that's what the leaders do, right? Because I have a theory, and I suspect that as a billionaire, as these multi-international conglomerate, massive corporations, at a certain point in time, it gets hard to make money. It's human beings all over this planet. How do you make money with human beings all in the way? You need the land. And this is why I think it brought us into this human rights apocalypse, where you've got humans that look past the lives and death and rape and murder and destruction of other people. The bigot apocalypse, I call it, because everybody's a bigot. We're raised to be bigots because billionaires got to make big profit. I think they buy the argument. I think they buy the politicians. They buy your intellect. Or they actually don't buy your intellect. They buy the allegiance, maybe, of the leaders, their employees, and they fool your intellect to look the other way. To look the other way on very clearly human rights issues and act like they're political. Because billionaires can't make significant profits higher unless they can get people to look the other way while they're murdering somebody else to take an industry or take a land or do something of that nature. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's why at midterms you have so many people who are willing to look the other way. Like I woke up this morning, I was thinking about it. I feel like how the people with common sense in Germany felt maybe when the Nazi party was rising. And they're kind of like, people, like, are y'all looking at what's going on? Are you seeing both of these sides ignorant, right? Because if you look back at the history of Germany when all of this fell apart, all these things are caused. They don't just come out the blue. You don't get a whole bunch of people jumping up willing to go murder other people for nothing. You know, there's always two sides of it. But I feel like there's always the common sense people in the middle who just, they don't pick a side and they're just like, you know what? The second right might be a bad idea. And came along the Third Reich. The Third Reich might be a bad idea. And now we're in this apocalypse where people are rallying with their base and they're getting ready to vote for a Democrat, a Republican, a left or right, whatever. I'm not saying that the Greens had better because they've never been in office. We don't even know how our world works, people. We don't even know who is sitting in these presidential oval offices. We don't know who's sitting with the prime ministers, who controls the politicians. We have no idea. So you could put anybody in there and it won't matter. The control structure doesn't allow for change to happen. But what I constantly and consistently see is all the changes that are occurring are all seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Every single time, heading in the wrong direction. I have to apologize for something right off. Looks like I'm having some technical difficulties. The chat room is not moving, but hey, you get the CIA and the deep state in your stuff. You're trying to get people to stop fighting. You say things like race doesn't exist. You look for common ground in everything everybody says and people you're not supposed to listen to. They play with your machines. They're playing with probably playing with the software. There's nothing I can do about that. I apologize. Oh, daggone desktop is froze. So I'm just going to talk through it. I can see comments elsewhere. The billionaires got to make profit. So they got to get you to look the other way. They have to get you to not give what Halisha just said. Nobody gives, nobody's buying it from me, right? Nobody's buying it because they're scared. They're scared. They got these hate love for leader things, right? And I think that's what they do. The billionaires buy the leaders and they give them platforms that are emotional to people to get them to look the other way when the Catholic Church is raping people, little kids, right? And we have to pull them back. I don't know how to do that, but what I do know is when I see things that make sense, we need to flock on them. So I think all of this Khashoggi stuff, the reason why you can't find news without bumping into it is because they don't want you to look at the fact that deep buried in a document, the Trump administration, the anti-voice of climate change, whatever, the supposed anti-voice, both sides don't give a damn about climate change because neither leader's doing anything about it. But he admits up to it, or not he, it's not him. I think it's a narrative. I think it's always a narrative. I think it's always controlled. They admit that the waters are rising. We're going to be in big trouble. We're on a ship. We're rats. We're running out of space. And what do the rats do when that happens? They fight. They clamor to get out of the water. And the default when that happens is always violence. It's always murder. It's always war. And I think that might be a bad idea. That's why I kind of feel like I'm in Germany as the rise of the Third Reich, where we're kind of like trying to raise issues to people like, look, people, the water is always rising. Let's not fight about who's causing it. How about we prepare for it? You know, off the coast of Cuba, they found those pyramids, 2,000 feet underwater. Of course, the lying geologist would tell you, oh, it might have been an earthquake that sent them 2,000 feet underwater. You mean to tell me that an earthquake sent pyramids and a city 2,000 feet underwater, and it was that devastating that the whole complex is just okay? The buildings are still there. The pyramids, nothing fell over, no rocks and nothing. Come on, stop it. And I'm not a geologist. I'm not going to go into that. I just think that they come up with this BS and they'll make an excuse for it. But then you look over at Japan, you look at Yanaguni, you look at the cities all around the coastlines. All around the world, they find cities underwater because the water's always rising. Got to at some point really look around and see that you're being played. That's why I'm not interested in the blue wave, the purple wave, the green wave. They're trying to get people to go vote like, oh, we got to get this man out. No, you got to stop being stupid. That's what we got to do. Buddha here. I didn't say the bad word. I'm sorry, Buddha. I didn't mean to say that. We got to stop being niche. We have to stop being ignorant. We have to stop being, now's the time to talk, not to be dumb. I'm sorry, I gotta use gosh darn it, doohickey heck, Buddha. I gotta say some things this morning. I'm sorry. Now's the time to stop being dumb as a bag of bricks and start talking to the other side. Now's the time to stop listening to your ignorant, foolish, foolhardy purchased employee leaders of billionaires and actually talk to the other side. Doesn't matter who's in office. Doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican. They're all stupid. All of them. Every last one of them is bought, sold, paid for. All of them. And they're always going to be. So it doesn't matter if you put another party in. It doesn't matter if you put another person in. They're going to do the same damn thing. My God, we have plastic all over the place. I can't even show you the plastic ocean because they're playing with my desktop. Damn it. Get out of my desktop, you bastards. I don't know if you Zionists, Democrats, Republicans, right, left, Zuckerberg, NATO book, somebody playing with my desktop. Get the hell out of there. We have things to talk about as a human race. You're a human being, aren't you? Then why the heck are you talking about a blue wave? And the blue is rising. The water is rising. Oh, well, we can't stop it. Who's talking about stopping it? Who cared who caused it? The water is rising. At a certain point, the water is going to get to a height where the only choices we got to do is murder you. And what the hell do you think America's up to? Like, really think about this for a minute. Not the American people, not even the American government, because they're all gaslit and they probably believe a lot of this bull. I think very few people in the American government actually know what's happening in terms of the billionaires and lobbyists and corporations that control those who actually control the purses and the Fed and the banks. We have the most tanks. We got the biggest guns. We got Space Force. We have a military that we have absolutely no control over. They're sending 19 and 20-year-old kids around the world to murder anybody they choose to, and not one American can do a damn thing about it. And they still got flags flying like this is America. Why are they doing it? Because when the ship is sinking and the water is rising, the rats who can kill the other rats are the ones that win. They're the ones who get dry land. That's really what's going on. That's really, the water's going up. You know, suppose I'm wrong. Suppose the water actually isn't growing up and all of our ancestors were totally lying. Comment on the way here right now. Right? Some disaster, some super volcanoes burping up some farts and gas getting ready to destroy the planet. It's going to happen. It always happens. We are either preparing for it, looking out for each other, or we're not. Or we're making things with plastic from oil that all the political parties love and are all bought by in terms of fracking and fossil fuels and dumping plastic all in the oceans. So I was looking at this morning, Sierra Leone. It's insanity. Total insanity. You can't even, they're having beach parties for pulling all the trash. They're sending ships out. They said off of the coast there is a plastic island that even beats the one in the Pacific Ocean. They say it's 4 times or 3 times the size of France. They're pulling plastic and they're sorting it, trying to do things with it. And meanwhile, you're trying to get a Democrat in office. You're trying to keep a Republican in office. We got hemp that can replace all that. This is what I'm gonna say about hemp. You know, because I don't get a left any room for being the climate change party. You are the climate change causing party. You're ignorant as everybody else. If the right's causing it, damn it, you're happily causing it too. This is what I'm saying, your leaders are lying to you. You don't think war causes climate change? I don't really focus so much on climate change. I like to look at ecosystem change, because people can debate climate change, pulling out cores and data and numbers, statistics, and the left been lying about it a long time. That's why the right trolls them and calls them liars and frauds and corrupt, because they are. Ecosystem change. Look at nature. What do the dolphins say? What do the growler bears say? What do the narwhals say? What are the trees say? Everything is saying the climate is changing. Ecosystems are changing and everything is adapting and balancing out. We either make it or we don't. And only very few of us make it. Only very few of us make it. That's why the histories of the world are kept by the Tibetan monks, the Egyptians who write on stone, and the Sumerians, because everybody else gets drowned out every couple of 10,000 or so years. Go back to the younger Dryas. Bad things always happen. You're either smart enough and sentient enough to prepare for them, or you're dumb enough to do a blue wave and rally with your ignorant base, and you never change any damn thing because you're doing the same stupid crony capitalism, greed model, or greed socialism like the other stupid side. When are we ever gonna grow up, people? When? I'm curious, because all I see a bunch of children in adult costumes having really stupid discussions with really stupid leaders because they keep getting walked into doing dumb things. And the waters are rising. When I see a leader who I think actually gives a damn about climate change, they'll require the population to grow hemp. Hemp should be every damn where. There are a lot of solutions, but what I know is hemp can replace every product that's floating in the ocean that's choking manatees and killing the whales. All of that trash that all of the big businesses use and buy because it's hard for billionaires to make bigger profits. So they got to convince you that human rights topics are political, that the sea levels rising is political. It's not political. We're just stupid. They all need it. They all need to be cheap. That's why every corporation is unprofitable. They need to demand hemp to be grown in every damn yard. If you actually have a sentient politician, they would have got rid of all the grass. All of that grass in your yard, you wouldn't have township regulations for grass. You'd have township regulations for hemp. Everybody has to have an acre of hemp, quarter acre of hemp. Your hemp has to be kept. You need to do 2 to 3 crops a year depending on your climate. Why? Because hemp can be used to make everything. It can make the toilets. It can make the tennis shoes. It can make the oil, everything. The airplanes can be fueled on hemp. The seats on your car. Your coffee cups, everything can be made out of hemp, but they don't do it because they don't give a damn about climate change. They don't give a damn about it. I think that's the wrong word. I apologize. I hate that word because you say climate change and people it triggers their identity. It's like saying Obama or Clinton or Trump, and it clicks their stupidity, their bigot, the inner bigot that they were raised to be. So I like to say waters are rising. Biologists don't disagree with that. Marine biologists don't disagree with that. The archaeologists that are finding all these structures under the water, they don't disagree with that. The empirical evidence doesn't disagree with that. The cores don't disagree with that. Now all the data and the satellites and where they did, all of that kind of disagrees and can be discombobulated and fumbled. You can't fumble a damn pyramid off the coast of Cuba that's 2,000 feet underwater. You can't fumble that. The water is coming up. And either the rats that have the weapons are going to kill you or they're not. And then if you're in America, you feel like you're safe. Don't feel like you're safe. Don't feel like you're safe. Like, yeah, well, I'm in America. Americans, yeah, we got all the tanks. We got the military. We're willing to let them go murder everybody. And we'll kill the other rats in and ship as the waters are rising. Don't be confused because America's controlled. That might not be their plan. That might not be their plan. Their plan might be Israel. Because you know what? Israel lives matter, but American lives don't matter. And Americans cheer that. Like we posted the other day. What happened to America's universal health care? It went to Israel, and Americans pay for it. But American politicians tell Americans, you can't have any universal health care. You can only have for-profit health care. Because your leaders are lying to you, both sides. But it's interesting. If Israel lives matter more than Americans, and every American politician on all parties, they all agree with it, and they all support it and back it, and they send all the money so Israel can have all the things they don't. Israel's a little more important. You know, the #1 drone manufacturer in the world right now is Israel. If this is Zionist, y'all playing on my desktop, I'm gonna talk about y'all. I'm talking about y'all bad. You know, the #1 maker of drones, right? Why would that be? Why would Israel get America's technology? Military industrial complex. Why would they be the #1 manufacturers of drones? Maybe because they're surrounded by a bunch of Arabs they've been murdering for a long time. Maybe because they're working on AI quietly. Maybe because they're making the murder drone robots that you see that can fly and blow up what is a quarter stick of dynamite by your brain and murder people just by being able to do facial recognition. It might not be America that they're trying to keep. They might be trying to keep Israel. Might be China, might be Russia. Remember, these billionaires and big corporations that own your political parties and all your leaders, they don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about your country. It's just about money. They need to make profits, and they make a lot of profits getting people to look away from human rights and calling it politics. It's going to end up being a discussion. They're all in my desktop. And I can't do anything about it. That's how it goes, you know. And I'm not gonna be here forever. That's why I say, if you don't follow me on other platforms, you don't follow Lee Camp somewhere else, you don't follow, one day we're just gonna go like that. Because they don't have any interest in anyone questioning the official narrative. They deleted those 800 pages. And it was a concerted effort, right? Facebook, Twitter, Google. They're gonna get rid of Lee. They got rid of the RT reporter. They're getting rid of alt. Anything alt is gonna go. If you don't agree with CNN, Fox, MSNBC, CBS, USA Today, I don't know, all these stupid, lying, pro-war, pro-big corporate, big media, lying news. If you say anything anti, you're not going to stay. So the only thing you can get from most of us is critical thought. It's just start thinking critically. Start thinking for yourself. Stop grouping up like you're monkeys being herded. 98% monkeys being herded by a farmer. We don't know what they're up to. We have no idea what the plan is. So we got to stop acting gaslit. Israel is the headquarters of the kill. Might be, Kimberly. I don't know. They might wipe Israel off the map. All we know is 99% of the people on this planet in big trouble. And they're acting like they're not. That's all we know. Israel, IPAC controls Washington. It might, Susan, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't try to convince anybody I know anything about who controls all of this stuff. I'm just a 98% monkey they keep stupid and they lie to through the media. I just look at things, and when I see them, they don't make sense. I say that doesn't make any damn sense. Somebody controls Washington. You know, Trump is on the climate change thing now, right? And I think, Lee, the way he put it is because they're trying to take away emissions for automobiles or something. You know, it's like we're all going to die. We're all going to die. So you know what? Rip out the emissions. I don't really care about the reason. I care about the fact that both sides of the argument are always controlled by people who are destroying the environment. They're destroying ecosystems. And yeah, we can change the climate by destroying ecosystems. So I don't know. And yeah, fracking, somebody said. Brenda's talking about fracking, right? Both of them, they love fracking. We're destroying ecosystems, and that builds up to changing climates. Now, are we having a major effect on the climate change? I don't care. The water is rising. We need to think more about our kids than we do ourselves. You know how people like to say that? They always like to say, oh, I'd do anything for my kids. Would you actually force your politicians to actually start talking about real things by walking away from them, by booing them, by saying, you don't serve us, and we know you don't serve us? Or are you just going to keep clapping because they tell you to clap? Are you going to start questioning Trump and stop worshiping him? Are you going to stop worshiping Obama, who was a war criminal, and Trump is becoming one too? Same damn thing. Same damn thing. Different party, same damn thing. Different party every time, same damn thing. Different party, nothing changes. Yeah, Ellen, we are smarter than them. Individually. In herds, we are dumber than a mouse. The mouse is pretty smart. I don't think that's right. Individually, we are very intelligent, but I think that's why they do it. See, that's why they have to tap into the emotions. Because individually, you're a smart cookie. Individually, you know, you don't get to be successful, you know, in this crazy apocalyptic hypocrite world unless you're a thinker. Independently, you're a smart person. But in a political party, you're a fool. In a group, in a herd, you're a fool. Like they're fighting with Harvard University right now, right? Because Harvard is blocking Asian students from coming in. And people are actually on two sides of the discussion of this thing. In 2018, you still got adults who believe in unicorns, mermaids, and fantasy races given by the most murdery bastard this planet has ever seen. And it just boggles my mind. They can't seem to put the pieces together because in groups, people are stupid. Because if they group you up by a race, they can make a lot of money with racism. All sides. Because they convince you in something that's completely not true. They've taken something that was human rights related and they made it political. They've given you a construct and they push you so far in the matrix, you don't even know what the hell you are. You think you're white. You think you're Irish. You think you're African. You think you're a Pak. Damn it, I know Pak. I'm so sick of that. I swear I get offended. People call me these ridiculous, retarded, stupid things. Oh shoot, I got upset the other day. Somebody asked me if my kids were black. I got upset. Yeah, I can get upset. I do it. It happens. I hide it real well. You don't get to really see it that much, but I do get upset. That bothered me. Because we keep playing this. Crystal's talking about mob mentality. Operates off emotions, not rationality. Exactly, Crystal, and this is my point, is that they take intellectuals and they get them emotional and they can make them really, really stupid. So the smartest people I see right now are cheering, we got to figure out how to get Donald Trump out of office. We got to rally and get more. We need to focus on the midterms, not focus on the freaking water that's rising that the people you're about to put in office don't give two dams about. Because they ain't done two damn things about it. They're either nescient and they don't know, or your politicians are deceitful and ignorant and they don't give a damn. They just want to be on the highest part of the ship as the water rises up. And it's time you get a little smarter than that. Hell, I hope you get a lot smarter than that. That's why I call it, what profit the world? Oh, did I mess that up? I didn't spell that wrong. Forgave the left. I don't even know what that means. That's crazy. Y'all see the title? Oh gosh, I didn't even spell any of that right. What was that supposed to say? I messed it up so bad I forgot what I supposed to say. Oh, for what profit No. Gain. That's what's supposed to be gain, not gave gain. For what gain a left to beat the right, but lose an entire earth? For what gain the right to beat the left to lose the entire freaking earth? What gain would the Republicans gain beating the Democrats to lose an entire? What gain would the Democrats? Yeah, I think they see some gain, but none of that gain is for you. None of that gain is for your kids. That gain is for billionaires that make a lot of money on convincing you to not focus on anything important. If the current administration that said they don't believe in climate change are now saying water levels will be 7 feet higher in 2100, and the other side were even more conservative. The left, they said it was only going to be 3 feet in 2100. Last time I checked. And nobody knows that. No one knows it for sure. No one knows anything except for the water's going up. So what the number is doesn't matter. I know ignorant people right now. I'm telling you who the ignorant people are. Like ignorant people, I'm gonna call you out. They're the people who are right now going out to water level rise and they're looking at where they live. They live in Mississippi, and they're looking at their town to see in 2100, if the water is 7 feet, where will I be? Where will I be as a rat? Will I be on the oars? Will I be on the second deck? Will I be on some steps? Will I be dry? Bigots. Not giving a damn. No compassion. All they want to know is how do they take care of themselves? How do they make sure they get a piece of land and they hand it down to their generations? Will they be okay? And this is where I think sentience has to kick in, where you stop thinking about will you be okay and understand that a lot of people aren't going to be okay. A lot of people aren't okay right now. You got people underwater in the Philippines right damn now, in Malaysia, because the water's going up. The water's going up. Doesn't matter where you are. A human being, a family member, one of your cousins is underwater. That's the most important thing. And to me, that's the difference between somebody. That's why I say don't vote with your conscience. That's why I tell people vote sentient. Every day, not at elections, vote like you're sentient, because that's the problem we have. It's not the conscience. Your conscience is formed by the matrix. Your conscience is formed by your parents who are ignorant, formed by your uncles who are ignorant, formed by your aunts who are ignorant, formed by your teachers who are ignorant, formed by your political parties who are totally ignorant. Don't vote with your conscience because they tell you what's important. That's that Eddie Bernays propaganda stuff. Vote with your sentience on a daily basis. Is your politician talking about everybody has to grow hemp because hemp can replace all the unsustainable things we have in this world? Then no, you don't get to be a leader because you're not leading us anywhere but underwater. Be in the raft like Huck Finn. Exactly, Marie. And I think that's what they did. You know, the funny thing is the billionaires are trying to make rafts and they always want to go to, what is that called? Elysium. They want to go and make a place for themselves. And the ignorant, stupid thing is we actually can make a place for everybody. That's the crazy thing, Maria, is we have the technology and the time to actually make sure everybody's okay. They don't want to. They just want to win. Blue wave, red wave. Trump's taking on the deep state. Obama cares, hope and change. If it seems very American-centric, again, it's not. Remember, at the end of the day, when the water levels rise and the rats with the most weapons win, they will buy your government. How do they do it? They give them weapons deals. They give them weapons. Yeah, you can go murder some people on a mountain and y'all can move your country to a higher elevation. We'll give you the drones and the nukes to do it. This is how America controls the world, because America is just an employee. They're just a thug. They're Vinny the Nose. But they've convinced a lot of Americans that they actually have control of their political parties and their politicians, and they don't. They don't even work for you. Geoengineering is a huge threat. It is a huge threat, Kimberly. That's why I say no secrets. No secrets. I always got, well, what are the solutions? Because you get the people, they always get, what are the solutions? I review the solutions every day if you want me to. Governments and corporations can't have any secrets. Put a cap on profit. I don't know, the most you can consolidate might be $10 million. You can't have a corporation, or you personally can't own any more than $10 million. And the rest has to go back into preparing for the future. Grow hemp, live natural, off grid, stop buying into it. When your politician starts talking about things that are political, shut them up and make them talk about things that are human rights. Make them talk about the water going up. Make them talk about the famine and the genocide, right? That's why I feel like I'm surrounded by Nazis. I do. Not tiki torch Nazis, not them, not them. I love the tiki torch Nazis. I do. I love them. I love them brothers, man. I love them because they light a little torch and go walk in the street. Real Nazis murder people. I feel like I'm around the real Nazis. I'd rather be surrounded by tiki torch Nazis, because the real Nazis, the ones that look the other way in Yemen and they go to the poll and they vote for somebody who wants to keep murdering people in Yemen, keep starving them, keep supporting Saudi Arabia, keep just focusing on themselves and what they can get for their little greedy bastard selves, while they look up and say, we need to eat the rich. No, you don't. You need to stop being foolish. I'm not trying to get anybody upset at me. I don't like people get upset at me. I'm not, and I had that effect on people. I don't know, but it's if none of the sides, if all the sides are ignorant and all the sides are bigots, and none of them agree with you, you might be in the right place. You might be going the right direction. If ignorance doesn't like you. I get people, they get upset at me. Like I said, the guy that got upset at me, that's okay. I hope he still hangs in. He said, I'm not going to block you. I'm going to troll you. You're going to troll me. Yeah, good luck with that. Gluck. How the kids say Gluck? G-L-U-C-K. Gluck. Gluck. I don't think my friends are going to buy that, because my friends, they'll troll me. If I start saying lies up here, they'll troll me. This is what I'm saying. If it's trollable, it should be trolled. Why? Because what is trolling something? It's just poking out that somebody's lying. If somebody's lying, if they're saying something that's not true, they're supposed to troll you. It forces you to say things that are true. And I'm surrounded by a lot of people that don't give two damns about your bigotry. They will troll the hell out of you. They will put facts all over your board. They'll put them all over mine. Surround yourself with warriors. That's what I was saying the other day. I talk to people all the time. They don't want to post things because they're afraid of what their family might say, their friends might say. They're afraid because they're a certain race, which doesn't exist. They're afraid because they're a certain gender, which doesn't really exist. Not scientific. They're afraid because they're from a certain country. They're afraid they're a certain age. They're afraid. This is what I'm saying. If everybody around this planet is your family and your cousin, and that's proven, you stand up for your family. Don't give a damn what anybody says to you. I give you the rights right now. If your skin is creamy and ivy as the day is long, it's your job to take on people with brown skin that are selling out. Other people with brown skin. If you got brown skin, it is your job to go after people who got ivy skin that are selling out people who got ivy skin. It's your job. It's your family. Time has come to an end where we stop letting these little ignorant unicorn fantasies about race and nations and all of these things that billionaires gave people stop you from saying what's true. People say what's true, but surround yourself by some wolves who'll get your back and get other people's back when it comes to the truth. And that's the good thing, where you can breathe and you can sleep at night, because you know. You go ahead and post something on my wall that's some bullshit. Go ahead. Go ahead. They'll make you look stupid. They'll make you look stupid real quick. And then the comedians are you got the people that are serious that are posting links that'll make you look like the murdery bastard you are with your talking points. But then the comedians come in with the gifts and they start laughing at you. They'll make you go home, cry to your mama. I'm trying to tell you, surround yourself with warriors and tag as you need to. This is only temporary. They're gonna shut all this down. Tag as you, because the truth actually is getting a voice. That's why they got to start deleting this stuff. And it's not that Facebook is a bad company. They're not. Mark Zuckerberg, he doesn't control anything in Facebook. None of the people who they say control social media has anything to do with social media. They're billionaires on yachts and boats, and anytime somebody has a question and need to be in the press, they put their face up there. This stuff is controlled by the same way the politicians and the political parties are, by massive powers, multi-conglomerate corporations that nobody even knows who they are. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You can question me on that. I don't know, and I don't really even care who controls all of it. I know it's not controlled by the people they say it is. And that truth does not get to have a voice when lies rule all the sides. Yeah, never mind. I can make a song out of that. Happy birthday, Kimberly. Love you, girls. Kimberly's birthday. I didn't know that. Happy birthday. Always look out for your family. Y'all are my family. But that's how we go. That's how we roll. Find yourself some thug life people who are for truth. Just the truth. That's why I loved you, brother Julian Assange. Y'all can say he's controlled opposition. I don't really care. The guy's mentally ill. They kept him in a building for damn near a decade to make him go crazy. So yeah, he's going to have some problems. Whoever comes out of that embassy, if they actually let him out for telling the truth, he is not going to be the same man. He's going to be psychologically a mess, and he probably is now. Somebody put you in a building for 10 years. You think you're going to come out normal? Think about it. Think about it like this. We live on an earth. We live on a planet right now. And a man has been locked in a building, in a freaking building for 10 years because he told the truth. And they won't let him out. Does that sound civilized to you? You think you're on a civilized planet? You live on a planet where that happens and you want to rally with your blue? You want to rally with your red instead of going to your politician and saying, you know what? I realize you don't work for me. I actually finally figured it out. I turned on the internet and I saw this bald brown guy, and you know, he told me you're lying to me. Y'all tell your politicians that. Go ahead, tell them. Share my video to them. Go ahead, let them know. He said you're lying and you work for multi-conglomerate corporations that lobbyists write your paychecks and that you're just trying to save your kids and you don't give a damn about mine or me. Is he telling the truth? Send him out to my thread, please. Oh, come on out. Come on out. I love dealing with crazy people. I'm okay with that. I dealt with a whole bunch of crazy people in my life. I done been to some crazy spots in my life. Psychological psychopaths. If you're not sentient, you have nothing to say. You can't say anything to anybody who talks about truthful things, and you're a liar. You're deceitful because you'll get called out. How can you live without sunshine? You can't, Maryland. That's why they do it to him. Although I think they gave him a little bit of his internet back. I saw a article this morning. So I think they gave him a little bit of his internet back. But to me, I don't think that's a good thing. I don't clap for none of this. It's your job. It's your job. It's your job, Ecuador, to look out for your brother. It's your job to look out for somebody saying the truth. If you have any sentience, it's your job not to take an arms deal to shut off his internet, which I think was probably what was happening. If it wasn't the $500 million from the bank that America seized up, it's simply because there was some sort of arms deal that fell through. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, one of these people didn't come through with the Ecuador arms and weapons and guns and bombs while y'all are asking them for gun control. It didn't go through. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to give Assange back his internet. But it's crazy, though. They gave him, I'll post the link, but they gave him a list of things that he has to do to keep his internet. Got to keep his room clean. Got to watch the cat. He's got to be nicer to the staff. Like, it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And to me, I look at it and I just look at it like it's an indicator that man is going crazy. Insane. Speaking of crazy, all right, Brother Vegan is here. Y'all say hi to Brother Vegan. He's off with his crazy stuff. Brother, listen, it'll make you mad. It'll make you mad. This world will make you mad. The world is designed for you. We manufacture mental illness in people who know better. The sky looks a strange white. It does, Sarah. It does, Sarah. And you know what? And we would get to know why it's a strange white. Some people say it looks blue. Some people say it's chemtrails. Other people fight it. Oh, it's not chemtrails. How about if your government didn't have any secrets, you could go do a search in a database right now. Why is the sky white? Anybody been messing with the sky? Any big chemical companies selling wood ash or aluminum or whatever it is to these geoengineering billionaires? Anybody dropping anything, seeding any clouds? If there were no secrets, we wouldn't have any debates. And that's why I say the climate change is a useless discussion, because both sides are changing the climate. They don't give a damn. It's all about money. And we don't get to know what's true, because we don't get to know what's true. You don't know where to stand. It's like one of the lines from one of my favorite movies, a movie called Volcano. Volcano blew up in LA. Lava bombs spraying, flying out. And the firemen were about to run. And one of the wise guys stopped the firefighter. He said, "Stop, don't run." He said, "You don't run anywhere till you know where the lava bomb is heading." So they stopped and they looked up. And they saw the lava bomb was going that way. They ran. He said, "Okay, now run that way." You don't go vote for somebody you don't know who the hell they are. You know how stupid that is to go vote for a political party, to go vote for somebody because they got blue, to go vote for somebody because they got red. You know how dumb that is? That's crazy. And both sides are lying to you, keeping secrets from you. Don't know what the billionaires up or what they're up to. That's why I don't get into the climate change discussion. It's a stupid argument. We might as well argue about, is dirt brown? No, it's not, because some places the soil is black. You know, we might as well argue about stupid things. I don't have time for stupid arguments. Either I'm gonna die smiling with all y'all and the asteroid come and the waters rise and whatever's gonna happen, we all gonna die. I'm gonna laugh. We don't get to make it. I think things go the way they're supposed to. Or we're gonna talk about truthful things. And I have no interest in getting into a discussion with a liar. No, I say it all the time. People say, "You're a Trump supporter." No, actually I'm not. I just don't think Trump exists. "You must like Obama because you got brown skin." No, actually I don't. Obama really didn't exist. Someone else controls that office, because all the presidents pretty much do the same damn thing. The only reason I enjoy the current one, because he's funny. That's why I enjoy him, because he's like a bull in a china shop. He's knocking over all of your sofas and your nice fine jewelry that you stole from your slave labor in Africa and the Middle East and when y'all did all your colonizing. That's why I laugh about it. I think every now and then he says something true. I don't think he's polished. I don't think he's a great liar. I think when he says things, he's dropping truths everywhere. You know, and I like that. I'd rather have a discussion with somebody who hates me, who's saying things that are true, a discussion based in some truth, than a complete discussion based in a lie. Always, always. I'm okay with people that hate me. You can hate me. Be honest with me. Tell me that you hate me. Don't tell me that you love me and behind the scene try to destroy me. Just be honest. No, I don't think he's a good president. Don't be stupid. He's just a body in a chair. I don't care who's in the White House. I don't care if it's Democrats, Republicans, tiddlywinks, bobbly boos. All I give a damn about are they sentient. And what they do shows that they've never been. Time for we need to grow up. That's what I think. Living the dream, la la land. Yes, Sandra. And that's all we can do. It's like, all right, listen, hey, y'all, either we're going to mature and act like some adults, or we're going to keep being children and actually thinking political party voting is a good idea. You know, every day you vote. Don't get on me on elections. Every day you vote. Every day you vote for sentience or you vote for world destruction and rats killing each other as the water goes up. Yes, see, the isolation changes one. I'm sorry, I've been avoiding YouTube. Isolation definitely changes people. That's why like the prison guards, when they walk and they start going down the isolation wards, they know it drives people crazy. Lee Browder killed himself when he got out of prison. They know what that does to people, and they're okay with it. And you want to keep voting for it. That's why I just sit back and like, all right, yeah, we're in a mental illness apocalypse. And when these mentally ill people come to your house and want to murder everybody in it and kill you for a can of beans, you made this choice. This is where we're gonna go. You made it. A lot of us though, we know that we're not of this earth. We're We're energy, so we're not so, things happen. But if this is really the world that you want to keep voting for, keep cheering, okay. I sit back, I'll be in la la la, you know, Sandra, I sit back like la 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 la, y'all know the Smurfs, la 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 la, like what's wrong with you? We gotta get Trump out of office. We gotta get a Democrat back in. No, you just left office, damn it, you caused climate change. Your hatred of Trump causes climate change, that's what it is. Their hatred of Obama causes climate change, and your hatred of Trump causes climate change. Their love of Trump causes climate change, and your hatred of Obama and your love of Obama causes. You know why? Because when you do those things, we actually can't talk about what actually matters. You dominate the media. You dominate everything on emotion, and the politicians don't get to change. Even if they want to change something, they don't get to change anything. The billionaires get all the say. So yeah, y'all say big oil causes climate change. Your gaslit causes climate change because we can't change anything. Or better yet, I guess to put it the right way, it doesn't cause it, because I'm not going to get on the boat that, oh, man caused it. I really don't care nothing about that. I care about, are people going to die because of climate change? That's what it is. People are going to die for climate change because you believe in your political party. People are going to die for climate change because you hate or love a fantasy things that don't even exist. Empirically proven that Democrats and Republicans go hand to hand, raping the world, destroying the ecosystems and the environment. They don't give two damns because they're not allowed to, because the people have no say, because you don't force them to do the right things. You just keep cheering them because you're scared of the other side. Everybody has a breaking point. Yes, Nicole, everybody has a breaking point. I think the brother broke. I think he broke. That's why, I always cheer Julian Assange. I think the man is a genius. I think he is a Nikola Tesla. Appreciate the brother. No, it's not identity worship. I appreciate what he did. He helped me to realize that secrecy is the problem. When adults have the right information, they can make adult decisions. They can utilize critical thought. But when adults have bad information, they will cheer war. They'll cheer rape. They'll cheer murder. They'll cheer the worst things. They'll cheer the Catholic Church raping little kids. They'll cheer it. Love it. Delicious. Give me more. I'm voting for more. They'll cheer the Fourth Reich. When you deny people information, they'll worship Kim Jong-il, whatever his name is. You can take an adult and make them dumb as a bag of bricks, no matter how many degrees they got, if you can filter the information they have. So Julian Assange taught that. There should be thousands of WikiLeaks right now. Well, how are we going to stop this? What if the people in NSA and Homeland Security and all these private agencies started releasing information in ways that they didn't get caught? What if? What if we started realizing how the world actually works? What if? Julian Assange, they want that man dead. Why? Because that man told the truth. That man, he brought about, you know how like you look at, this is why I'm calling him Nikola Tesla, because Nikola Tesla's technology is in every house all over this world for the most part. Every modern one, it's in every car, it's in every cell phone, it's in everything. He changed the whole world with one thought. A different use of current. His technologies. Julian Assange made it very clear through WikiLeaks, not that it was his idea, but he's the one who did it the most successfully, that when people know the truth, they can make good decisions. When people know where the lava bomb is going, they know to go the other way. They can actually do something informed. But when people are stupid, because they're deep on the left or they're deep on the right, they're a deep Democrat, a deep Republican, they're deep liberal, deep progressive, deep conservative, they're just deep in doo-doo, you can make them dumb as nitrates. You can make them stupid as manure. And he made that obvious. So the deep state does not like him. Whoever the deep state is, I don't know who these people are. I don't care who they are. They hate that man because that man was the first one to stand up for giving you the data you need to be a functioning adult human being. So I appreciate the brother. I love that brother, and hopefully he gets out. But WikiLeaks needs our support. He needs our help. But their assault on him, more than anything else, should just let everybody know that they're lying to all of you. They're lying to all of us, and that we are all lost. We have to know everything that's true. Corporations can't have secrets anymore. Politicians can't have secrets anymore. If we got them on pedestals, we can't take them down. Common sense. Thank you, Ty. That's the point. They put them all up on pedestals, and people clap for it and cheer for it. I hope the millennials are getting it, though. I don't know if this generation is smart enough. I don't know if these people over the age of 30 actually have the ability to realize that they're being played, but I'd hope so. I'd love to see that change in my lifetime. We may not have it in many more generations. We may not have it. Waters are coming up. Information informs. It does, Maria, and without the information, we shouldn't make any decisions. Keep your mouth shut. If you don't know, keep your mouth shut. The other thing, I'm getting tired of doing research for everybody. You know, we got to get to a point. There's a lot of information to disseminate. You know, we're constantly doing research for people. If you give a damn, go do your own research. We say something, then you go look it up. I appreciate the links. We should do the links, but I'm getting tired of having time for the links. If you actually give a damn about warlords raping women, then you should go look and see what's happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo and nations all over this world. If you don't believe it when I say that children are being sold on every continent on this planet, we're not civilized, you should be able to look that up very easily and simply. And if you give a damn, you'll do it. But if you want to be right, you won't do it. You just want to be right. You just want to debate about it. You want to get your ego a good little hit, so you'll debate about it, but you won't go look it up. I think we need to start spending time with people who give a damn, not the ones that don't. And if you know your politicians don't give a damn about the water levels going up, they don't give a damn about women, they don't give a damn about people that don't live in their countries, you just got to walk away from them. You put them in a psychopath area, please don't vote for them. Please don't support them. Don't share, cheer anything they got to say. We need sentient people running the world. We don't right now. And Brenda, yes, nobody knows for sure. Nobody knows anything for sure. Don't take an ignorant stance on anything. And remind people, we don't really know. All we know is this can't continue. That's what we know. And when we get all the information and we know what levels of technology they actually have, what they've actually been up to, then we can actually make good decisions on what to do about the water going up. Until then, we don't know where steerage is. We don't know where the steps are. We don't know where the ropes are. The water's going up. The rats are running around biting the hell out of each other, killing, invading other nations. And we have no reason why. They lie about why. They'll lie about why Khashoggi died. They'll lie about who killed him, why they killed him, where they killed him. They'll lie to sell weapons. They'll lie about gun control. They'll lie about healthcare. They'll lie about everything. Because information is power. And if the people keeping it from you say they're your friend, you're a fool to believe that. All right, anyway. I got to get off of here. I'm a little stuck because they're playing with my desktop. I can't leave. I don't know how to change this thing now. This is going to be a weird exit. I like to disappear. I can't disappear on this one now. This is going to be crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. Y'all get out my desktop. Damn it. Deep state bastards. I should be able to go on the internet right now and type, who just broke into my damn laptop? The hackers. I think this thing might just cut off. So I'll do the last couple comments, let it cut off. Civilized is all relative. It is, Brother Chris. When I say civilized, I say you do you, I do me. I don't murder you, you don't murder me. I don't steal from you, you don't steal from me. We work together. To me, I think that's called civilized. I think when we look at ants and other more sentient species, I think we can say that we mimic them and we work together in groups. That's a little more sentience. Yes, exactly, Gerard. Fence in DC, put a dome over it, let them stay there and lie to each other. Let them stay, Christina. I had nothing to do with it. I don't want their lie, whatever caused them to lie, in case it's contagious, girl, I don't want it on me. You get the blue bumps that make you lie to all your voters and go do dumb stuff and not care about, anything important in the world and lie about human rights and pretend that it's all political. I don't want that on me. You might cough some of that up on me. I don't want that. I don't want your lying STD. I don't want that. I don't even want to be around them. Anyway, all right, I got to get out of here. I don't know how to end this. So I think the whole thing's just going to blow up when I hit the button because my desktop is doing retarded things. So this is Gerard. I love y'all. I got to go. I don't know how to do this. Get out my daggone deep state bastards messing with my devices. Y'all have a good day. It's probably gonna blow up or something when I But always cheating. Yep, they're always cheating. If Jesus existed, what was his purpose? Well, Randy, I do believe Jesus existed. I believe Buddha existed. I believe Shiva. I believe all the ancient cultures. I don't believe our ancients lied to us. I think they all told us the truth, the best that they knew it. The Egyptians did. And I think modern times people took those texts and scriptures, modified them to make the kings the gods. That's what I think. Right now, all we got to do is love each other. That's all we got to do. Look out for each other, love each other, and stop backing people that are lying about all of this. That's it. That's the only thing I think we can do. All right, here we go. I got to press the button. I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen when I press this button? All right, y'all. I got to go.